Welcome to Spotlight on Salem. I'm your host, Mike Kemper. We've got a great show ahead for you tonight. A little bit later, I'll be interviewing the members of Salem band Acting Captain. They've got a great new single, Borderline, and they have a brand new video in support of that single they're going to share with us. So stick around. This is our debut episode, so let me take a moment to explain to you what the show's pretty much all about. Simply put, Spotlight on Salem is a celebration of live entertainment in Salem. Personally, I feel like, entertainment-wise, this is the best it's ever been, at least in my lifetime. There's things happening all the time. Yet frequently I hear people say, Salem is so boring. Nothing's happening, nothing's going on. My reaction is, what the hell? Where have you people been? You need to get out and check Salem out, because I got to tell you, right now, Salem is pretty damn cool. We've got 3 theater companies in Salem. We've got the Pinnacle Theater in West Salem. We've got the Verona Theater at the Reed Opera House, and Enlightened Theatrics at the Grand Theater. We've got live comedy at Capital City Theater, and there's a multitude of venues offering live music pretty much every night of the week. They're pulling bands out of Portland and surrounding areas, but more importantly and to the point, there's a lot of great local homegrown talent right here in Salem. People writing and producing their own music. It's really great. You need to check it out. So each month, Spotlight on Salem will feature interviews with musicians, actors, comedians, other people that are contributing to entertainment in Salem in some meaningful way. So that's the show there for you right there. So let's look ahead to the calendar for the month of May. Some upcoming events. It's May, that means Cinco de Mayo. So the Salem Convention Center will be hosting their annual Cinco de Micro Fest. That's live music, beer, and tacos. Pretty much the 3 essentials in life. Well, at least in my book they are. Gabe Cox will be appearing there on Saturday, May 5th. Up north in Kaiser is the annual Kaiser Iris Fest, and they'll be offering beer and live music in the beer tent. Kicking things off is Portland band The Hereafters. They're really good. I've seen them several times. And then on Saturday night, it's the Cause Band in the beer tent. Be sure to check that out. Pinnacle Theater kicks off their production of Cabaret on May 25th, and the Verona Theater kicks off their production of Angry White Men beginning on May 3rd. Then in Enlightened Theatrics, they're going to be presenting Shout, a mod musical set in the 60s, and that's set to start on May 16th. I'm pretty excited about this one, and I'm going to make it a point to go to that show. We could spend the rest of the episode talking about live music in Salem, but instead I'm going to give you my picks for live music. Starting with the Governor's Cup on Court Street, May 11th, that's a Friday, Louis Longmire and the Left Coast Roasters. Then the next weekend, May 18th, this is a huge one, Moria Massa and Raquel Rodriguez together on the same bill. And then the following night, May 19th, Umbrascato and Chervona. That's another good double bill. Further on down the street on Court Street, Venti's Basement Bar. On Friday, May 18th, Jared Venti's Narcissistic Birthday Band. I'm definitely going to be at that show. The following weekend, Saturday, May 26th, is the Sleep Millennium album release party. The Space will be offering live music on the weekends throughout the month of May, but their big show is the weekend of May 18th through the 20th. It's their 2nd anniversary weekend. Live music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, culminating with a live performance by the Nodding Tree Remedies. That, too, is an album release show. Shotskis, Friday, May 11th. This is a big one, triple bill. Songs for Alice, M69s, and SRV. Over at the Taproot on Tuesday, May 8th, the Patient Zeros. And then on Saturday, May 26th, is Psychobilly. I don't know if you're a fan of bluegrass or not, but Psychobilly is a lot of fun. You should check them out. Ty Curtis will be appearing at the Halfpenny on Saturday, May 12th. And then rounding out my picks, JFK Rocks the House at South Liberty Road Inn on Saturday, May 19th. If you're going to that show, you better get there early because it fills up fast. Well, that's the roundup. If you wish to write to us, you can reach us at spotlightonsalem@yahoo.com, and be sure to like us on Facebook to keep up with events coming up in the coming months. Well, let's get to the main event now and bring out Acting Captain. On their Facebook page, they describe themselves as garage rock, no tricks, no frills, and that's pretty much what you get with Acting Captain, just straight up rock and roll. So however we have it, Acting Captain.
Hey, I'm Dan Reisner. I play drums in the band.
I'm Robert Keith. I play bass and backup vocals.
I'm Sean Thornhill. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Sean McLeod, and I sing lead vocals and play guitar.
All right. You know, the first time I saw you guys was at the Ranch Records 33 1/3 anniversary party at the Halfpenny in August of 2015.
Good times.
It was. It was a great night. I'd never seen you guys before, but you blew me away. I've been a fan ever since. But you were going by the Pumps then, and late last year you changed your name to Acting Captain. Why is that?
Well, when it comes down to it, I was just getting really tired of Googling the Pumps and seeing all these other bands pop up that have been bands, you know, all over the years.
Okay.
There's one from the 80s, the 90s.
One from Winnipeg.
There's
Definitely one from
I
Winnipeg.
think the one from Canada made it. Were probably the most, you know.
They were the most vocally upset
Yeah.
about the band name.
Stupid Canadians with their stupid metric system. What the hell did they ever give us? Rush.
They gave us a hard time for taking their band name. That's what they did.
All right. Well, they did give us Rush, so we'll give them a pass. So who came up with the name then?
It's funny, we were working on band names for probably almost a year. Like just a long
out
text
ideas.
feed of the stupidest things you could ever think of for a band name. Just
They're all
over-
stupid.
I think, well, yeah, and I think honestly, I think Acting Captain like came up 3 months before we even decided on anything, and then we were finally like, no, we just need to do it. We just need to do it. And I'm like, I said Acting Captain. I still think it's all right, and everyone's like, yeah, that sounds all right.
When it came down to it, it wasn't already a band. Like,
Right.
not a band.
That's an important thing to. Yeah, you don't want to change the name to a band that's already in existence because
Yeah.
that's not good.
in
But you
fact,
also want it to be
Google
cool.
search.
Right.
Yeah. Easy to search.
sounded
Want it to be
good.
cool.
It rolled good out of the tongue, you know. It was a good choice, I think.
So how did you guys all come together to form a band then?
Well, okay, so
You take this one, Rob.
you know what? You take it. No, so
Okay.
the three of us, Dan and I are cousins. Sean and I met freshman year of high school in 2004, and that's really when we started playing together. And we just have never stopped. There's been several bands, several iterations, but it's really just like the three of us have stayed together for a long time. And then when we were at Western Oregon University, this guy showed up. We'd met him before because we played a show with him with his old high school band, and then brought him in, and it's just been magical ever since. I love you.
Oh, so it's a love story in the making too. That's gosh, this is gonna be on the Hallmark Channel now. You guys are really tight. Do you guys rehearse a lot? Because when I come to see your shows, I mean the stops are just like boom, boom, boom.
The crazy thing is no.
No, not
No?
really.
Like I've you know, since I joined like way later than them, it's always sort of impressed me how easy the rehearsal process is and the songwriting process. I mean, it just comes together.
Nice.
Right.
Well, and when the three of us got together back in '04, you know, and Robert came to me and said, "Hey, we need a drummer. You know, can you drum?" And I was like, "Well, I can buy a set." And, yeah,
Seriously?
from there, I had a little bit of percussion, you know,
Okay.
in school kind of background, and so I bought a set and we started jamming. And back then, we played all the time, every week,
Right.
twice, 3 times a week if we could. You know, we were in school, and so we really tightened ourselves
Okay.
up. So now, you know, we don't need to necessarily practice every week, but you know, it's more of a creative thing. And when we want to start
You've been
writing,
doing it long enough. Because you
Yeah,
guys are a
yeah.
really great rhythm section. You guys
Well,
work
thank you,
together
thank you.
really
And me and
well.
Rob, you know, we.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 15 years now as
Oh.
a rhythm section together, so we've built a lot of chemistry.
Yeah,
through the
yeah,
years.
you do. You do. Okay, so I was at the Kelly's Olympian show last Friday.
Yeah.
on April
Thanks
20th.
for coming out, by the way.
That was an awesome set. That was great. I didn't catch you guys doing any songs off the first album, though. Did you? It didn't
Well,
sound like it.
We
We did not.
That's okay.
That's the Pumps album.
Oh, so not. Oh, so you, instead of changing the name, you just cut everything.
Well, if someone requested maybe a song from there, then we'd pull it out. But
Yeah.
we're
Right.
trying to show our new tunes and
yeah.
And it was a different lineup at the time as well. Instead of with Sean here on another guitar, we had Becca Scott on keyboards.
Okay. Right.
And so it's a pretty different sound, more guitar driven, definitely.
Very much so.
Now you mean?
Yeah, now.
Now, yeah.
No, definitely the old album with that organ, we definitely focused on the guitar.
Well, it sounded like you have enough new material right now for a new record. This was just a
Yes.
single release party, so can we expect a new record?
you can.
Sometime
Yes,
in-
You can. We've got a studio booked, and we are going to be getting on that soon. And you can expect an album this year.
This year.
This year.
Okay. I'll bank on that. When did you guys first start writing songs? And is it just one person, or is it a group effort? That
Depends on the song.
It's a collaborative effort.
is it?
I mean, it's pretty cool nowadays. I could come up with a riff, come up with something. I bring it into band practice, and we just kind of write the song together.
Okay.
Sometimes Robert will have this killer riff, and then I come up with the chorus or something.
Okay.
You know.
A lot of our songs have also come from just like being in the rehearsal place and like one of us will just start playing something, we'll start jamming on it, and then we transform it into a song over that. So it's a very collaborative thing.
Okay. And then who writes the lyrics then? Does that fall to you, Sean?
You know,
or-
sometimes, but
sometimes?
actually lately it's been like all of us has been writing. Sean has come up with some really good lyrics for the new songs.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean Thornhill here, when he came in, he also brought his writing talent with him as well. So he's good at laying down some words and
Laying down some sweet words. Some good
gives
words.
you a little tickle in your pants.
You got the best words. They're the best.
But
The bestest words.
honestly, we really like to play music, and we like to write really cool riffs, and we focus on.
You guys are very riff central. I
Yeah.
like that. I know, I do. I really dig in the new single, Borderline. I mean, that riff just catches you right away. And everybody
Doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm playing that song for, they're like, who are these guys? And it's like, you need to come out and see some local music, man. There's a lot happening in Salem, but
Yeah.
There is.
people are just not aware of it. And the video is really good. That is really
Thank you.
well done. Can you guys talk a little bit about the making of that video? And how recent is that?
Well, we recorded it just last month.
Wow, that's very recent.
So we spent one day. We filmed the whole thing in one day. The video is directed by Isaac Turner.
And is he a Salem?
Directed and edited by.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, he's a Salem guy. I work with him at Guitar Center.
Oh,
That's where
nice.
I met him. So he came through. It just turned out fantastic.
It's an amazing video, and I mean, it really came out really good. So why don't we take a break, and we'll take a look at the video.
I was standing at the borderline. Might snap or kill a friend of mine. One cut, dig deep, seeing red tonight. If you want it, honey, get in line. I'm throwing cherry bombs to pass the time. Cheap thrills, bad rhymes, and a porcupine. There's blood pouring out from the cracks, eyes coming out of the walls. I'm on a bender for two. Bring me pain, 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 yeah.
Wow, that is some video. I think the first takeaway I have from watching this video is that I'm not going to mess with Erin Westfall. Because you give her a bat, and she went all Pete Rose on
And
you
Robert's still
guys.
alive, believe it or
I
not.
was kind of concerned there a
He
little
made
bit
it to the
after.
interview after that, didn't
Yeah.
No, this was filmed before the music video. I died.
Robert's still in the
I died
ICU.
hard. Yeah, no, don't mess with Erin.
Right.
She'll beat your brains in.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note that no Studebakers were harmed in the filming of this video, and I'm sure Tim Knight would appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no Studebakers were harmed.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, it was very cool of him to loan you his classic Studebaker. Yes.
And drive it for us.
Drive it forward.
Oh, somehow he.
Let's take a second and make fun of Sean for
Yeah,
not
we
knowing
gotta
how to
make fun of
drive a
Sean.
I'll
stick.
let Sean Thornhill take over this and tell us a little something
Go
about
on.
that.
Oh, you know,
Oh, sure.
our
We're amongst
buddy Sean
friends.
McLeod here doesn't know how to drive a stick shift.
This has never come up.
Well, if it's any consolation, it really doesn't show when you're watching the video. So.
There was
The
some
one-
movie magic going
There
on.
was
movie
some movie
magic.
magic.
Yeah.
We'll have something about that later.
To be shared at a future date. Okay, all right. So, are you guys going to be at the Make Music Day Salem?
Yes, we are.
We'll be
Yes. You guys were on the main stage last year. Are you going to be?
there.
on
It
the main
appears, I think that's what we're doing this year.
Do you know what time?
It's tentatively at 9.
At 9. Ooh,
So
that's
yeah, it's
kind
looking
of
like we're going to be closing in on the main stage again.
right on.
At this point. So.
That's a big
it'll be
deal
fun.
to be closing. No, I caught you guys last year.
Oh, awesome.
In the parking lot there. Of,
Yeah.
And we always look forward to the Make Music Day. With
Make
That
them.
is
Music Day's
such a
awesome,
great
yeah.
I
day.
think every band does. It's really fun to get downtown, and you got
Well, and you got little kids.
Yeah,
you
you
got
got
everybody,
everyone
and it's all over town.
good
It's
hot
a-
dogs and stuff.
Very good hot dog.
Yeah, and then if you pitch up at a restaurant and you're sitting outside, then there's a band right
Then
there.
there's a
So you don't even
band,
have to
yeah.
leave the music if you go to stop and get beer or something to eat,
right.
which is really great. I love that about Make
It's
Music
yeah,
Day.
it's cool.
Or juicy all beef frank.
Just all beef all the time.
I like a lot of beef.
All right.
So what are some of your favorite venues to play in Salem, and why?
The Space.
Absolutely.
The Space is an absolutely amazing venue with an absolutely amazing vibe.
It does have a really good vibe. I like what Doug Hoffman is doing there. He puts the right mix of
Yeah.
bands together, and it really feels like going to your buddy's basement while their parents are on vacation.
Yeah, it's got that house
You
show
know, it's just
vibe,
kind of
yeah.
got that whole vibe to it where anything goes. So I
And
really
we
like
love
that.
Doug, and Doug,
He's a great guy.
When
I
the
just met
Space
him
was at its
recently.
old location.
Oh yeah, on
and
Broadway.
We played with him a lot there, and we just love Doug.
He's been a
Yeah.
big supporter of our band for years.
Yeah,
Basically for as long as we've been together.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, but that's just Doug.
yeah. And plus, you got the cool mural from Ranch Records there in the back.
Oh, yeah.
That's super cool too.
Also Brownstown.
We have a great time at Browns,
Browns.
when we play there.
Oh really?
It's a good party.
That was like our go-to for a while.
Was
they
it?
really?
I've only been to a few shows there. I
They're
hit
great
this-
there. We actually released the Pumps album at
Yeah,
Brownstown.
that was our release show was there.
Oh,
And,
okay.
yeah, it's a really fun bar downtown, and lots of people love to listen to some live music down there, so that's fun.
Okay. Well, I really like the twin guitar attack you guys have got going on. Are you guys fans of Thin Lizzy, or where did that come from? Just
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love Thin Lizzy, by the way.
Tonight is going to be a jailbreak.
Somewhere in this town.
The boys are back in town.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's funny. I always think of, and I hope I'm getting it right this time, but like the Allman Brothers.
Oh yeah.
But with just a little bit more distortion.
yeah.
But that song, like every time we leave, or every time you leave, we get to this guitar part, and it's the Dan always advocates this is for landing on major thirds together. So,
Oh yeah.
it's that like totally classic Allman Brothers
Yes.
dual lead sound.
I
and
love that.
Yeah.
And
That is-
back in the day, I wasn't on drums. I would actually played guitar with Sean
Yes.
in another band, and that was my go-to thing. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm going to do that major.
Dan's the harmonizer.
Awesome, awesome. So, what are some of your favorite Salem bands that you like to go and see on your nights off?
There's a lot of good ones right
There
now.
really
There's
is.
like
M69s.
They're
really-
awesome.
They are.
City
City
of
Pe-
Pieces.
oh, yeah.
City of Pieces.
The Fools are awesome.
Fools. They need to play more.
Right.
I love
Super
them.
Kill Lovejoy, which we played with last week. They're a great band.
Right.
Mandark has been making some waves.
Yeah.
They got a lot. They're also doing that dual leads a lot.
Orchards.
Orchards. Although they're playing
good.
their farewell
Yeah,
show
they're-
soon.
Oh, really?
Like soon,
Yeah.
next couple weeks or something.
Yeah. So keep on the lookout for Orchards. Go catch their farewell show.
Yaquina
Quinnipiac.
which Sean plays drums in.
Nice.
And me and Sean, we actually got a lot of inspiration from an old band, the $100 Jayhawks.
Oh, yeah. Going
yeah.
way
Oh,
back.
Tim Knight,
Yeah.
actually.
To-
Also.
I love the $100.
The $100
Falcons.
Jayhawks and the Falcon.
Yeah.
And the Falcons.
The Strawberries. All those mid 2000s Salem bands.
Yeah.
Musketeers, you know.
Okay.
There's
so
a lot of good music going on right now.
we're getting short on time here. So real quick, who are your musical influences? Who do you think influenced you the most?
Who wants to start this?
Dan.
You wanna
Start
take it?
Dan will start it off.
When I was younger, I was very into Green Day.
Weren't we
And Trey Cool on drums. I think I get
Yeah.
a lot of influence from him. Hard hitting,
Yeah.
solid, you know.
Yeah,
Nothing too crazy, but solid and right there, just a punch in your face. That's kind of where I'm at.
It's a good style.
What
to
about you,
have.
Rob?
My two big bass influences, that's John Entwistle of The Who, and then Geezer Butler of Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Those are my
you can't go
absolute
wrong.
favorites.
You can't go wrong with that.
I would have to say, I mean, it's probably equal parts the thrashiness of Kurt Cobain, the power of Angus Young, and like the other descriptor for like Albert Hammond Jr. from The Strokes.
Okay.
Yeah, those are definitely the three that, I mean, and they were like in succession too. I mean, I was super into AC/DC, and then I learned about Nirvana, and then I learned about The Strokes, and it all just sort of
Kind of blended those
morphed me
styles
together. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they pretty much said it all. Good rock and roll.
whole mix.
Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah. There you go. Well, we're just about out of time. Is there anything that you guys want to share with the viewers? Because we need to wrap this up.
Well, we're playing in Portland on June 30th
Where at?
the Kenton Club
Okay.
with some really good bands. We're playing with Butter
All
up in
right.
Portland, who are doing good things, and we're playing with General Electric.
Okay.
Also, we just released our single Borderline, and we've also released the music video for Borderline. Please go on YouTube and check that out.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.